大家好，我是玛莎。作为一个母语是斯拉夫语系的乌克兰人，我一直都是用中文给大家拍短视频。今天稍微有点不一样，这个视频我会说英文。我知道在中国大家都是从小学开始学习英文的，在我们乌克兰其实也差不多。大家学过语言都知道，想要把一门外语说的像 native speaker 一样，真的需要大量的练习，尤其是口语。现在网络上的学习工具真的太好了。就像我这期视频的赞助者 CAMBLY 一样 ，CAMBLY 是一个线上学习英文的软件，可以和母语是英文的教师进行1对1的语言学习和口语练习。今天我会尝试作为一个英文学习者，用 CAMBLY 随机匹配几个英文教师，向他们请教一下，也练习一下自己的口语。因为时间长不说的话，真的快把英文忘掉了。我也不知道老师们的性格都是什么样的，希望我的提问不会让他们感觉很奇怪。那我们开始吧。Where are you now?
I live in South America right now, actually.
I'm in Egypt. I'm from the US, but I'm in Egypt now.
I'm from London. I'm not living there at the moment. I'm living in a country called Cambodia.
My name is Deborah, and I am from South Africa.
I actually wanted to ask you, to you as a professional teacher, is it difficult to you to guess just by students' accent, which country is your student from?
Yeah, exactly. Usually mostly by accents, but it's just easy. It says on your profile you're from the Ukraine.
I need to delete this.
Maybe Russia or Eastern Europe or Northwestern Europe.
Help me out here. Give me a hint. Which part of the world?
Europe. I do not look like Asian, I think.
I'm going to say either Sweden, maybe the Czech Republic.
Sometimes it is, but you have got quite a good neutral accent. Is that you in the picture?
Yes, it's me.
Are you from the Ukraine?
I think it is written on my profile, yeah?
No, I didn't know. I just guessed that you looked like someone who
really?
was...
Oh, that, yeah, you guessed right. Have you ever been to China?
I wanted to go to Vietnam or China, and but because of the travel restrictions and visa requirements and all that, I decided just to come back home, actually. So
I actually lived in China for 3 months teaching.
Oh, where?
I can't pronounce it, and I'll probably spell it completely wrong.
Lianyungang.
Here is my second time. I just found out this app is very useful because I just mainly work with Chinese language. I speak Chinese every day. Yeah, do you speak?
No, not really. I used to learn how to speak Chinese because I lived in China for a while, but now I don't speak Chinese. I speak Spanish.
Maybe I'll have chance to learn Spanish one day. How do you think, what is the main problem for Chinese students to become fluent in English?
The main thing is the pronunciation, because when we're little, we're taught to use our tools of speech differently. So the way that the Chinese and the Asian people are taught to use their tools of speech is different to the way that I was taught, and probably a bit different to the way you were taught as well. It's a bit of a battle, but if they persist, they do get it. I've just had a lesson with a Mongolian gentleman, and I've said to him, you've got to learn how to use your lips more, because what I've noticed is they don't use their mouths very much when they speak. Some people want to learn English, and some people are being forced to learn English. So that changes their attitude. The guys who want to learn are great, but the guys who are being forced to learn are difficult.
In my opinion, I think that the biggest difference is the accent when you're talking to somebody. But for me, the worst accent is Indian. I hate to say it, but it's true. Indian accent's the worst. It's hard to understand Indians.
I would say the European people are well versed and well studied. Saudi people, they don't have a strong accent. They're easy to understand. Some people, maybe from India or West Africa, they have a very strong accent. They're very hard to understand.
What about Asian students?
A lot of the time, the Asian students, because they have so much pressure on them and they're so disciplined. Most of them have studied a lot.
So how did you like China? Did you like it?
I love this country.
Why?
They have very specific culture, of course, that is very different, really, like extremely different from our European culture. And I am always admiring their hard working, like this ability. They are so persistent. They're studying hard. They're working hard. I mean, like if they want to do something, really, they have like a plan in their head. Yeah, I learned a lot from Chinese people, and I hope that I will learn even more. So they're really very great. I mean, like, look how their country is developing, and so you'll understand everything.
What's easier to learn, Chinese or English?
It is much easier to learn English, of course, because you also have ABC, so it's like the same with our language. I think that English is one of the most, maybe easiest languages to learn. Although many Chinese friends, they are complaining and they're telling me that no, it's very difficult. But it just really depends on the practice. Like the more you practice, the more you feel confident about your language.
How did you get interested in speaking Chinese?
Well, when I was in high school, I liked learning languages, and it was kind of my hobby. I just didn't know really what kind of language will be more useful for me to learn for my future career, for job. And I asked my uncle, IT specialist, and before he was living in Korea, it was just one of his advices that he gave me. And he said, like, you know, Martha, now when I'm traveling, when I'm in the airport in Amsterdam, you know, like the first line on the sign is in English and second one is Chinese.
Okay.
So yes, I think that it will be very.
Good point.
And then I just Googled, because I've never heard before how Chinese sounds, and I found out that I love this language. It sounds like a song, really. It's very melodic language.
Yeah.
You speak really well though, and your accent is like you almost don't have an accent actually.
You also could pass for American. You also could pass. Your appearance and the way you're speaking, because you're speaking in a very, very, very fluent manner with very little accent. So initially I kind of thought, and you were very outgoing in the beginning. Many students are kind of shy, a little shy. So initially I was like, I thought maybe, but then I thought, no, that doesn't make any sense.
That I'm from America. No.
You speak English, Ukraine, Chinese, and I bet you speak other languages too. Languages is your passion. If someone is from Eastern Europe, they have a certain way of speaking English, but you don't have it. You look like an English princess.
You made me feel shy. I usually do not receive the many compliments about my English. I'm actually not that satisfied with it, because I think that my best maybe level of English was just when I just graduated from high school. I mean, like before entering the university.
Your English language skills are very good. They're very, very good. They're excellent, actually. So my question becomes, why have you considered to use CAMBLY? Because it doesn't seem like you need it.
Maybe you remember that I mentioned already that I'm a Chinese YouTuber.
I didn't hear that part. I heard something about China. Maybe I missed that part.
Yeah. So I was asked by a Chinese friend to test this application, this website. Actually.
Okay.
So you're a spy.
I really like it so far. I mean, this is the great opportunity for practicing English. Really, I love it.
It is. I agree.
好的，大家，我真的没想到这个体验特别有趣，老师们也都很友好。如果是对想要练习英文口语的同学，可能真的会有帮助。我在评论区也为大家准备了免费体验课程的暗号，大家如果有需要的话，也可以去尝试一下 CAMBLY 这个 APP。也再次感谢 CAMBLY 对本期视频的支持。那我们下期再见，还是 State。